We're going to have ourselves in the bottom left-hand side, starting off this next winner bracket semi-final. It is going to be Reynor, our blue Zerg player, taking on ShoWTimE in the upper right corner. This has a chance to be our last match of the day, guys. We're kind of getting up to the point where I'm very happy with how much we've done and everything, so there's a chance that we wrap it up after this one, but it kind of depends how long it is. If this is like a faster best of 5, you can probably sneak one more in after as well. I'm just skeptical of jumping into too many best of 5s if I want to be done in an hour and a half, you know, so just letting you guys know this might be our last series. We'll see how the games go, though. We'll see how the games go. Gate assembler coming through. Let's just have ourselves the hatch gas coming up. Hatch casting pool coming by. Again, that Nexus coming up as well. It's just some little bits and pieces coming up. Getting underway and seeing what we can find for the next few moments. And Cybercore Nexus coming about, a couple of Lings, the Queens, all coming around as well, so just bringing that up. And rolling here as that Cybercore continues through 2. It's just getting on our way right now. And again, the couple of Queens coming about, the Ling Speed coming up, the Drone and the Overlord coming by as well. And it's going to be having ourselves the Stargate coming through, the Adept and the Warp Gate still very much still building up. This first Adept's already going to come poking across the map as ShoWTimE looks to get a little bit of info gathered here in the early stages. So just going to be coming through with that, looking to see what we can do. And we're going to have ourselves that Ling Speed still coming on nicely. The few Lings coming about. Queen is on its way up as well. So far so good. Pretty cozy. It's a Stargate from ShoWTimE, which I don't think we'll see every game this series. I think ShoWTimE... I mean, again, I haven't really seen ShoWTimE play in a while, but yeah, there has been times when he's played like a full best of 5 PvZ where he just Stargates every game. He's just super confident about his macro. I feel like the fact we haven't seen him play too much recently, there's a higher chance that we maybe see something a little bit more akin to ShoWTimE saying, hey, you know what? Yeah, let's just kind of mix it up a little bit. Let's get a Glaives going. Let's try and, you know, maybe get some advantages off of playing a bit differently rather than playing the same old thing every time. So, yeah, I'd say that's a pretty reasonable approach for us. Have ourselves a few things getting in after the probes. Just going to go straight about for that. Twilight Council still coming about right there, so just going to be seeing the gates coming up and online. Just get that on the go. The Twilight Council building the Nexus on the way in as well. Yeah, just bring that a lot of that about right now. Getting this up and running. As you see, a couple oracles is going to get deflected. Oh, there's the Glaives already coming through, by the way. So he's going to go Stargate into Glaives. or as we should have always called this, Starglaives. So a bit of Starglaives from ShoWTimE, and it's against a melee upgrade, but it's also a very fast roach run from Reynor. So I think Reynor's preparation here is actually going to be pretty reasonable. I don't think he's going to be in too much trouble, actually. I think that's going to be looking pretty okay in the early stages. Yeah. That Resonating Glare is about halfway done at the moment. Just going to see the Robo Facility coming up. I say, with the roaches being able to be produced, I feel like we're going to be pretty well prepped for this, so I'd be surprised if this got too... I'd be surprised if this went badly, I suppose, is what it comes down to, so... But we shall see. Of course, from ShoWTimE, this is not the most committed of adept attacks or anything either, so while you want to try and get something done for your commitment, it's not completely game-ending or terrible, like, oh my god, how are you ever going to fix this? If you don't quite find yourself the the GG or something from your opponent or serious damage. See how it goes. We just have the Adept's going to shade about. +1 melee coming through. Forge and the Gate coming about. The Probes and the Immortal and the Charge continue to come online as well. Oracles come back over, a couple of drones coming by. And melee upgrade coming about. Adepts is going to get in after a couple more creep tumors. What's up, Akari? Warrior, my man. 83. Merry Christmas, J-Dub. Thank you for the 28-month resub. Appreciate you. I will get you on the holiday tree after this game. The Adepts, as you can see, were not all that exciting. Didn't really do much of anything, so yeah, not much to talk about on that one, at least, just for now. I'll hold back and I mean, I kind of like that we get the Adepts going, so it gives us a little bit of a chance to kind of get some things underway there. Charge the +1, the Extended Thermal Lance coming through, additional gateways coming online as well. We add on a cannon. It's going to be some the Oracles. We'll fight a little bit onto those Queens. Again, a little revelation. Just being used, and again, obviously, ShoWTimE keeping those Oracles alive, going to give him a bunch more potential as this game progresses, and I've got to imagine that that's something he wants to try and stick to as well to the best of his ability. That's the chance to keep going with that then. Some general positive take from this. A lot of Hydras, it's a lot of Lings. Obviously, Reynor with the Roaches initially defensively, but just those few Roaches. Otherwise, he hasn't even built Roach speed for them. He is going to focus on the Ling Hydra kind of follow-up here, so that's going to be his style of play for the next few moments. As we just see those Lings and the Hydras together, getting after a couple of the Adepts already. Lings wrap around, the Adepts and the Zealots both taking some shots. The Oracle going to activate here and go after those Zerglings. The rest of the Zealots want to come over as well. A couple of Immortals, the Sentry gathering on through. +1 missiles, Bane speed, and the Hydra speed coming up as well. Again, a couple of Archons, the Immortal. And, sorry, a couple of Archons and the Colossus coming online. The Thermal Lance is not far from being done. We're going to get that finished in the next few moments. Ling Hydra still producing on in. +2 attack upgrades starting from ShoWTimE as well. We still see a lot of Ling Bane Hydra coming through the right-hand side. Reynor readying to run that about here, so keep our eyes on how effective that might be. He is maxed out. ShoWTimE's defense but now to be effective. We'll see how good it can be. He's got some good stack defense set up. I actually like the layout for him so far. Good defensive stasis ward pop from Reynor. Not going to let that become a factor, so that's obviously good to see too. Having the rest of these units continue to come about, and there's the dive in. I mean, the couple of Colossus on that top side starting to get jumped on, but they're keeping themselves, I would say, safe enough so far. I'd say that they're doing just about fine at the moment to stop this from becoming too much of an issue or anything, so seems pretty reasonable right now. Again, Hydra Ling still building up, but Hive coming through. Getting that on the way. So ShoWTimE holds on and keeps some of his splash damage alive, and that's the most important thing. Not getting your tech unit to reset, because if you get your tech unit to reset, you get into a position when every single moment of this game, you're just constantly rebuilding the same tech units to try and survive another wave. Keeping a bunch of them alive means you're already good on splash damage for the next wave of attack, and it just does so much for you in terms of being comfortable in this game and keeping you in that kind of very playable position in comparison. Now, we are going to see the Hydra Roach attacking in up over this side this time around. Feelings coming about. Army going to get in toward that gateway. A couple lings still going down here. And good stasis wards just buying you a little bit of time when you need it. This next is actually still in trouble. We're going to recall units over here. It's scary because it's going to be low enough that these banelings coming out of the stasis might actually just be good enough to bust it down. The lings are going to click on it. My base does end up falling, so ShoWTimE loses the fourth in what felt like not unfair. It didn't feel unfair, but it just felt like I felt like he had it. I felt like he was going to be okay, you know. And obviously that was not quite the case in the end, so a little unfortunate. Not going to be loving that one, sadly. And do you see the few Head Templars still coming up? Lurker, Ling, Bane, continuing through. A couple of Vipers still very much so producing by as well. So getting all of that up and rolling here. You get those few Lings caught in that stasis ward. The few other Zerglings moving about too. Archons, Zealots, the Colossus gathering up the few Lings, getting caught in the stasis. A couple of Lurkers are coming through as well. Those Lurks come out, that Viper on the way. Sizing Spines can be on the track as well, so Reynor really hitting that next stage of the game. Ooh, I like the timing of attack here from ShoWTimE. Like, this is the sort of attack time which can be dangerous, as Reynor is setting up towards Lurkers, but they're maybe not fully upgraded just yet, right? Like, it really feels like this is one of those moments where there's a real chance or opportunity you could get something done. Zealot Archon coming about, Spinecrawler taking hits, the Banes rolling through. A couple of the Zealots have to back away already. Just going to try and stay out of trouble there as best as we possibly can do. Those Lingers getting wrap around, Zealots going down, still got Lurkers coming up. The Adrenal Glands in production alongside that. And +3 attack, Blink, Archon, all of that coming online for the moment right here. The Zerglings going to make their way about as well. Adrenal Glands still very much so coming through too at this point in time. Going to get forward, just going to have our Lurkers, the Lings, the Banes, the Hydras going to be in position straight away, so ready to deal with that as we see the Storm from ShoWTimE. Like, we're really getting all of the tools necessary kind of across the board at this stage, so everyone is going to be in a nice late game position for our point of view. We get to watch a nice fun little scenario kind of blow up here. +3 attack off we've done as well from ShoWTimE as the Reynor of Spire comes online, so he'll look for some later game tech too. Gridlord's a little bit more viable in this matchup than they had been for a while. And the Zealot Archon will fight. The Zerglings will, with the surround play, clean up overall. A few other Zealots stepping out. Storm, Shields, the +3 attack again coming through. There's a few Lurkers on the way as well. And you can see the Colossus and the Archon going to get shoving, pushing, and all the rest of it back over the other direction. Beacon is, like I say, obviously again just the next step from ShoWTimE. Both players heading into the later stages. Great Aspire building up, the Evos and the Nidus Network coming around. Overlord Speed coming about as well, so just get that on the go. A lot of the Archons, a lot of the Immortals gathered together. So they're just going to wait for their chance to see what is next. Again, the Great Spy coming through, the few Zerglings coming by. +2 missiles are going to be a part of this as well, so continue to get that on the go. Pushing forward, a couple of Archons going to get some shots off toward those Banes. The Lurkers are going to come back around over to the far left-hand side as well. Continue to move through that just for the moment. see our Nidus coming up over here. So that Nidus sets, and obviously that's going to be one of those things that keeps going down. Prism's ahead of the mothership wreck on the bottom side of the map there. It's always fun to see. Have ourselves the Fling Bane will gather up, and we're just going to be going straight into this base again. ShoWTimE keeps on losing workers. There's been some good consistency there from Reynor just to keep those attacks going and to keep that pressure coming by. So a very decent effort on that. Now we're actually going to roll Banes into this mineral line as well. So again, keeping ShoWTimE very busy, keeping him in a difficult place. Now the Nidus popping up and Lurkers are on the way out, and this starts to be a little bit disastrous. Is it fair to say? I think it is fair to say. You don't really want to be taking that amount of damage, and realistically that's going to be a bit of a rough one overall. Not loving where that's gotten to. Well, I mean, ShoWTimE's going across the map, so while he loses bases, he says maybe my army's good enough to fight in, but he thinks twice about it. He's not going to commit. So he turns around, goes the other direction. See the Overseer here. Going to take a few more shots on the cannon. Lurkers will come through. A couple more Lurkers are going to burrow. Just going to see those burrowing up. It's going to be seeing the storm coming down. You got that Nidus coming across. Just going to be seeing the Archon's going to be there. So that Nidus will go down. Mothership and the Colossus is going to be gathering. Again, the Corruptors all building through. Look at the Lurkers on the way over. The Zealots and the Archons will get rid of the Nidus. Get rid of that already. And yeah, +2 armor. Cannons coming about. We do see the Corruptors still building into place. I'm just going to see the storm coming down. A couple of Lurkers will take some shots from it. ShoWTimE wants to try and get into this. Obviously, Storm's going to do well against Lurkers. These Lurkers aren't very, very well protected, which is why I think ShoWTimE absolutely wants to just send it. And he's going to do exactly that. The Lurkers will all go down. ShoWTimE loses a bit. He's also got a siege on the top left he has to go and deal with as well. Staying active. A couple more shots coming through. Just going to have a few more hits coming down. The Lings are once again going to hit on the other side as well. So again, a few more shots done. Archons, Immortals, Colossus pushing across now the bottom left-hand side. So what, we're going to enter base trade territory. I don't hate it for ShoWTimE. His army is very, very powerful. It's just at some point, if you do have to fight the army, you still have to fight against the Lurkers. That part I don't love quite as much for obvious reasons. Just going to see the Lings and everything gathering back in that bottom left side. The Archon's going to get busy again, trying to move through. So Archon's just going to get active for a couple more moments. So again, a little bit more damage being done. The mothership overhead. And we've seen so many base trading scenarios today as well, haven't we? It's been kind of base trade central. That's base trade TV when you need them, huh? Good old days. Alright, well, we've got ourselves the Archon still pushing about. The Ling's going to get nipped away at. I mean, ShoWTimE's army still looks massive. Reynor's army supply is taking some heavy hits and continuing this base trade, and that's already rough. Again, 2 Lurker dens being built from Reynor. I wonder if that's just because one's in the back here being rebuilt, and he's going to actually build another one elsewhere to try and actually help himself out. But Raptors will caustic spray down this Nexus, which ShoWTimE has been using as one of his mining locations still. ShoWTimE has like a group of units that's just moving around playing defense, so the fact his army on the other side is looking so good at the same time kind of points in a very positive, a very positive direction for ShoWTimE at the moment, I would say. Feels pretty darn good right now, as we just have, I mean, there's this another base just from Reynor going down, can't protect that. 9 Lurkers coming about right here. Again, the hatch and the pool coming about. Just going to see the rest of this army coming back over as well. Additional Lurkers still building into play. So 9 more of those coming about as well. You get all of that on the go for the moment. And hatch coming up. The spawning pool about to finish. ShoWTimE has not rebuilt that base and is being revealed. Uh-oh. Up is gathering. Just going to be seeing the Archons and the Zealot coming through. The couple High Templar joining together. Archon's going to get in. The Spore Crawler goes down. The Prism's still moving over. High Templars will be going back over again. You see those probes still moving about. I mean, Reynor is on basically a one-base defense. Bottom right base is whatever. It's that one single base to the bottom that we're going to see in the next couple of moments, and we'll see if ShoWTimE can break through that position or not. 127 to 109 army supply-ish. It's obviously a lurker defense here as well. The problem is, can ShoWTimE not just poke away at this from afar? Little by little, like with the Colossus and so on, maybe a little bit. He needs to kind of get Reynor to kind of jump up the ramp toward him, I think. Or we're just going to try and send this. We're going to send it down the ramp. We're just going to go. Storm's coming down. A lot of the lurks to the right side. Honestly, I don't really know what to make of the fight, but the lurkers do not seem to be doing enough. The Corruptors are kind of dead supply as well, so that kind of pushes it even further into your favor in that regard. And that's definitely going to keep you in a very comfortable spot as it looks as though ShoWTimE... Okay, initially his army supply was looking amazing here. It's actually going to backfire a little bit toward the end. And a handful of lurkers will remain alive. Okay. A lot of Zerglings on the way too. ShoWTimE has no income, right? So he has no rebuild, whereas Reynor is actually getting new units out. Is Reynor actually going to end up making this a defense? He actually might. That was so weird because it actually looked so bad for Reynor initially. Like, it felt like ShoWTime's supply was doing what it needed to, but not great at the end. Now the mothership goes down. Oh no, I'm very afraid. We don't have the anti-air against these Corruptors. We also just don't have the splash against Lings that are being made, and we have got new Spire about to finish up. And there is a serious anti-air issue, and like I say, ShoWTimE can't build anything else. 0 probes, no mining, no Nexus. Reynor pushed him completely all in. And Reynor, I think, is actually going to do it, surviving on that bottom side base at the end of the day. That is a little bit crazy. As the Hive comes up, the drone comes through. Just going to be seeing the Corruptor's going to be there to try and fight against the Colossus. A couple more shots coming by. Immortals and the Archons coming back through as well. Just going to be seeing the Spore Crawler. Going to get taken out. The Immortals still fighting. Just pushing through. The Zerglings going down. Just going to see those Zealots jumping on top of the Lurkers here. And just continue to pick those around for the moment. All of those Immortals still going in after those Zerglings. A few more Lings in production as well. So continue to bring that up. I like the Muta. I was gonna say, like, I feel like Mutas were kind of gonna be the win we needed, but I mean, not that it's really needed here. That's gonna be enough in the end with no Colossus left or anything. It's gonna be GG's. Wow, what a... We have ourselves in the top right corner of the map. The blue Zerg player with the 1-0 lead in the best of 5 winner bracket semis is gonna be Reynor. Taking on the red Protoss in the bottom left-hand side. It's going to be ShoWTimE. Game number 2 of the best of 5. Get this one up and running. See what we can do. Get this one underway. And yeah, we are partying on. Very, very exciting. I'll give it 30 seconds for the ads, and then we're gonna do, if you guys are ready, we're gonna do the sellout section. Bam, bam, bam. I know, exciting, isn't it? I can already tell you guys are excited. I can already feel it in the air. Alright guys, so if y'all enjoying the stream today, obviously this is not a Wardy event or anything, it's just me taking some time to cast some replays. But if you're enjoying the stream and you're enjoying the content, I also need to pay the bills sometimes. How can you help me with that? Well, there's so many ways to support, obviously. First of all, like, subscribe if on the YouTube. We had great YouTube viewership lately. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, keep that growing. Super appreciate it. Thank you so much if you do. you're over on the Twitch, obviously you can hit the follow button as well. And there's a few other things you can do. Obviously, we're going to start talking about money stuff, but first of all, before the money stuff really kicks in, a couple things you can do for free. If you have a Prime sub available, you can subscribe to the channel for free with that Prime, and that goes a long way, helps us out massively. Subs go a long way, of course. And also, right now, we do have a sponsor on the stream on the go. It is Star Trek Fleet Command. If you want to check that out, !star in the Twitch chat. We'll give you the link to download and play. You can play PC or mobile. Everything you do in that game pretty much gives us money. When you unlock your second ship, we get money. When you install a game, we get money. When you hit level 2, 5, 6, and more, you get money. You unlock a certain character, we get money. So TLDR, the more you play, the more we get out of it. For the next 18 days, even if you play for 3 minutes every time you go and poop, you would probably end up donating $10 to $15 to the stream, realistically. So check it out, !star. And check out the free sponsorship. And then beyond that, of course, worth mentioning once again that right now on the stream, all donations go directly into the WardiTV 2025 Championship prize pool. We'll have groups for that coming out tomorrow. I'm just waiting for a couple players to reply to me so I can finalize those groups. And yeah, we'll have groups for that coming out tomorrow. And then we'll have the WardiTV 2025 Championship. So you can donate if you wanted to support the prize pool for that specifically. And of course, we also have the Patreon page, patreon.com/WardiTV, or you can just support regularly with the subs and stuff as well. All of it's appreciated. We do have, obviously, the Christmas tree right now as well. If you want your name on that, there's a few bonus benefits for gifting subs and stuff. Any questions, feel free to ask. Or you can even get your name on top of the star on the tree by donating. All of those great ways, because everything helps us to do more StarCraft, which is typically our biggest goal in life, is to do more StarCraft. So, yeah, if that sounds good to you guys... sounds good to me. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for letting me nab on at you guys for a little bit. And now we can get ready to roll. As the link speed comes through, Queen and the drones are going to come up as well for a couple of moments here. You're going to see that Robo facility coming by. The Nexus coming online. Orb Gate coming through as well. So again, a little bit of everything coming about just for the moment. Get this underway. And Stargate will begin to build on through. As we actually go Robo in the Twilight behind this, so Oracle finishes Robo Twilight pretty quickly. See what this turns into from ShoWTimE. Robo's very fast. But any chance of this being like an Archon drop kind of follow-up maybe? Get Prism into an Archives perhaps? Those we'll be finding out soon. It's a nice path for the limited time game. Yeah, the current sponsors is actually pretty decent if you if you just keep playing them, and because we have like a longer period to play them in, like it's actually pretty decent. I actually kind of like it this time around. The last couple times we've done some of the mobile sponsors, like the rewards for getting you guys to play have been pretty but like right now they're actually great, and it really feels rewarding to get you guys to play, because every time someone signs up, they tend to get at least a few levels, and it adds up a little bit, you know. So it's very neat in that regard for sure. Just having ourselves the things coming about, melee upgrade coming through. Just have a Rotor and Hatchery there, all building by for the next couple of moments. So bringing some of these bits and pieces into play. That Temple Archive is going to be done in a moment as well, so get that settled down. Let's just have, again, melee, lings, little bits of everything coming through for the moment. Bring that all about. See where we end up. Forge coming through, the probes and the observer coming about as well. That melee upgrade still very much so coming by on top of everything else. So you can see the Archon's going to get a couple different shots off on a few Zerglings, so a few Lings taking some damage right away. A few hits coming about right there. Prism gets back up towards the top side. Let me just gather up. Prism takes quite a few shots actually, so a few hits coming through. Prism just about living for the moment. And recall back. In the end, we got that storm coming through. So it was that Archon drop I mentioned in the end. But, yeah. I support the South section. It supports one of my two favorite streams. Nice. Always good to know. Yeah. No, it does. It does indeed support them, guys. Believe it or not, that is how this works. Not sure what happened here, but clearly we had a little moment or so of an issue or something, but looks sorted. And again, benefit of us casting replays is we don't have to deal with this. Spire in the Hive coming about, Bane speed coming through, the Roach speed coming up. Gonna have again the charge, the +1 coming over as well. It's just gonna get that on the way. Immortal and everything else coming on through. Continue to settle down. Let's take some moments to build everything. Ooh, Oracle going down as well. Our Observer seems to have really fallen in love with that single position on the map over there, but looks as though we get back on track. Hey, what's up? Thank you, Stranger in a Strange Land, for the 57-month resub. I appreciate it. You're doing good, mate. Always good to see you. We'll get you on the tree after the game. Hell yeah. Alrighty, Immortal, my Templar, Archon, gathering together for a little bit right here, get joined up. And you see the Great Aspire and the Ultra Cavern coming through as well. So just going to get a lot of that on the way right now and see what we can do with it. General Glance coming up, Great Aspire has gone on the way. Kind of accelerating into the later stages of this one a little bit. It's going to be seeing the Overlord going down. The couple of Zealots going to go in after the drones, so I'm just going to try and find some opportunities. And do you have the Immortals still moving about as well? And a couple of Zealots will fight. Roach is going to be firing. The Immortal Archon still joining up together as well. Got the Corruptors and the Great Aspire coming through too, as we just continue to swing our way through this. And a little bit more damage dealt. So a few more shots coming straight by. Take a moment or two, just going to be seeing the Immortal Archon coming about, those High Templars moving around. So yeah, +2 attack upgrade going to be finishing from ShoWTimE as he continues to try and control the map here. Reynor. Most notably this game, obviously no Lurkers, and that's going to be interesting to see how well ShoWTimE, because ShoWTimE looked good later game last time around, but the Lurkers, I would say, fair to say, really did kind of do a little bit of saving to, a little bit of saving overall, I guess. See the storms coming down here. That's going to turn into a much bigger fight than I thought it was about to be. Turned into a little bit of drama right away. It's going to be seeing those feelings going to get in and get busy, so they're going to get going as well. Just going to see ourselves the Great Aspire coming through too, so we get that up and rolling. There's a few Broodlords are coming now. +3 melee, plus Chitinous plating. The Carapace upgrade coming about as well, so again, a little bit of everything coming out for now. Just going to be seeing the Lings actually going to make a run forward for this. The Bane Roach is going to be arriving too, so we get that on the way immediately. Ooh, another couple of Stormers. The Immortals going to try and hold their own. If we only really have the Roaches left, the Immortals should do okay, but there was a lot of Lings and they got quite a lot of damage done in the end actually, so not bad there. I'm just going to be seeing the again, extra Ultras coming through. We get the +2 Carapace, the +3 melee, all building about. The Mothership is still building on in. The Blink and the +3 attack upgrade coming by as well. To continue to get that going. The Great Aspire is fully active, of course, with those Broodlords. Starting to swing. I mean, just 5 of them up. It's always interesting when the Broods are around, right? Because they're such an investment. It always feels a little strange, like, are they really that worth it? Can you get enough out of them? They're slow, they really change the speed of the rest of your army. It's looking pretty good for Reynor. Crushing that army in the center, getting that wrapper up on the Immortals does feel very powerful. It really feels like it resets ShoWTimE in a big way in this game and keeps him from really establishing at this point. Five Ultras on the way through. The couple of Broodlords still firing it up. A bit more damage being dealt at the moment. +3 attack and that blink both coming online. The Mothership is going to be huge, going to be a big part of being able to play defense here. As you see the rest of the Ling Ultra trying to run on in. Storm coming down, the Lings going down as well. The Ultras continue to come about. Probes will be dropping. The Greater Spire still firing the Broodlings up and forward for the moment. A lot of dead probes. I mean, ShoWTimE just doesn't have the army to stick in this. Counterattack isn't going to do enough to justify this whole situation. And that's going to be GG. Reynor takes it to a 2-0 lead. And we're going to try and close this out. Let's see if we can do so as we get this started. Game number 3. Reynor bottom right. ShoWTimE upper left. See what happens. Probe the pylon coming through. I'm just going to be seeing the Overlord coming about as well. So just going to get that on the go right there. That's started up for the moment. Probe comes down to the low ground and we will see, yeah, gateway, probe, and production. Nothing too crazy. Just for the moment. Gateway and the worker coming around. Everything as expected so far. Entry just coming up as well, so we bring that straight around right here. Get that on the way. Yeah, hatch gas and pool gonna be our choices. Nothing that we didn't really expect though, so nothing too crazy for the moment. To take a couple of moments, yeah. Next coming by. The hatch and the gas and pool coming over. Cybercore build next is coming up. Hatching the gas in the pool coming on over. Gonna be seeing our Overlord gonna be there in a couple of seconds. Get that underway. That's gonna be a Cybercore. It's coming around. That next is building up. The probe's still producing through. Lings, Queens, Ling Speed, all coming about right now. That Stargate coming over. Just a couple Lings going to try and get in after the probe right there as well. It's a lot of Lings. Reynor bringing the aggro here on Ruby Rock. Gonna try and get through a few of those Lings, I imagine. Well, it's a very laggy series, huh? We had like a pause in every single game, I think, so far. Been non-stop. That's been absolutely non-stop. It's all crazy as we just have ourselves a single adept then coming over. Oracle Warp Gates. Seeing that adept coming over. Lings will show in the natural. Obviously, Ling Speed done soon. I'm going to try and handle this as best you can right here. It's ShoWTimE. We do see a couple of adepts going in after the Lings, though. And the Oracle will come about. The Wolf Gate coming online. Again, the hatchery and a couple of drones coming over. The Queen coming through, the Spore coming up. A little bit of setup continuing by just for now as you have the Oracle. Taking a few shots of damage. First ball coming about, the Nexus going through, add a couple probes on as well. Just going to bring that straight into play here. We're going to have our Nexus and the rest of it coming around. The Oracles will head across the map, and ShoWTimE wants to try and again establish a little bit of control over the next few moments, I'd imagine. Council and Forge coming through, and Nexus is coming about as well, so in a short time he's already on double Oracle, so moving into that next set of tech is not really surprising in the slightest. Flag comes up, drones on the way, couple Lings in production, charge gonna build from ShoWTimE. The Queens and the Lings together, want to try and get in toward those Adepts, not quite gonna succeed on that just yet though. Not too much going to be done for the moment. I guess we'll just shade it around a little further. Robo Facility, Temple Archives. The gateway is still producing by just for now, as we do have our lab building. The drones and the Lings coming up. The Overlords coming through. Queen producing as well. Devston and Shade actually a good opportunity to get a bit of damage on here. They're going to get a few drones already, so a few workers begin going down. So we get a few kills right off the bat. Queen's going to try and come back the other direction, jumping straight onto set Adepts, and very close to getting a couple of kills. I think the single Queen there just going to go in after those Oracles. So again, continue to hunt that down for a couple moments. The Archon about to finish up, the charge coming by, plus one attack upgrade. Going to be a part of that as well. Those Oracles still being kept at bay. Hydra's going to be the choice from Reynor, so he brings 8 Hydralisks into production. That Groove Spine still coming up as well, bringing all of that into play just for now. Oracle's still taking a few more shots, so we come around there. The Queens are going to be in position to keep those Oracles at base, putting them back once again, just for the moment. And Storm coming about, Hydras plus Groove Spines on the way as well. Couple Oracles still moving around for a moment or so, just taking some chances to see where we can get to. We do see the Ling is able to pick off on the left-hand side, able to get a bit of a grab over there as well. And making the most of these early couple moments. Hydra's actually getting to the front. Gonna take the chance to jump on a couple of bits and pieces there. Nothing too crazy though overall. Again, Storm still building through. The gateway coming up. Ling Hydra on the way about as well. The few Hydra's going to knock on the front door. So they're going to try and work their way through that. We do see the Archons, the Immortals, going to take some return fire. The Zealots continuing over, Storm coming through, those Hydras continue to go by as well. Just for the early stages here. Pushing on in. Now ShoWTimE has himself a couple High Templars in the back. We'll see if they can do much of anything in the next couple of moments. Big eyes on where that goes. One more Storm coming down, the Overlord taking some shots, a few hits coming through. The rest of that army still gathering up, just going to be having the Spire coming over, Evo Chamber coming through. So ShoWTimE holds off that big Hydra shove. Now going to have that Spire coming up to deal with as well. Just more things to kind of worry about overall as the Hydras continue to step into the upper left-hand side, making a move out in that direction, coming across for the moment. Let's step through. Just going to get rid of some structures. We are going to see a stasis ward popping as well. Cancels coming straight down. And the Archons, the Adepts, the Immortals continuing on through. Just going to be seeing the Spire coming about as well. +1 missiles coming over. Hydras, Lings just going to jump toward the rest of that army. Extractors coming through. High Templars coming up. The 11 Mutalisks on the way in as well. So 11 Mutas, +1 missiles. Meters on the way. Lazard's there getting rid of a couple of the Zerglings. Continue to try and play chase for the moment. ShoWTimE still settling in the center. Those meters still on the way. +1 missile attack upgrade. They'll be building as well. Add a couple Archons. Add on the +2 attack upgrade. Phoenix on the way through. A couple of cannons firing up onto those Zerglings as well. The Zealots will go forward, chasing after those Lings as we speak. Again, a few more mutas coming through. Stalkers being produced. Phoenix on the way. And the mutas coming back around. Gathering ourselves. We do have and the upgrades continuing through. Mutas going to be this big switch. So Reynor, can this switch work out? It's pretty committed, right? So you're really hoping to see some success here. Otherwise, this whole commitment is being kind of all for nothing. So, reasons to be hopefully feeling good. Let's see what we can do. Start flying in. The Hydras on the left side get pushed back there. The mutas onto the natural. Got a Phoenix ready. There's going to be another one on the way up. There's always a question of how much do you want to commit to Phoenix. In this case, we're still building mutas, so more Phoenix are probably not going to be a bad thing. The more we get, the more comfortable a defense we're probably going to be getting here. Big counts high, but if Archon Stalker gets underneath it, it's going to get cleaned up sooner than you think. So those mutas are not untouchable right now is the most notable thing in this game as they continue to ping around. But ShoWTimE, I think, has got pretty good control of this. He's been so good against the Hydras all game as well. It's been efficient. Look at that, 11.1 to 6.8k resources. So he's been very efficient the whole way through. ShoWTimE really showing us exactly how to just keep control of the game, not let this get out of reach, not let this get too out of touch or anything. And just like I say, managing those expectations very comfortably so far. Doing a great job of all of that. We do get rid of the hatchery in the top right as well. That reduces Reynor down to being 3 bases. And like I say, ShoWTimE's slow-moving, kind of patient game is really, paying off for him here. And like I say, he's looked good in this series. He was down 0-2, but looks as though at the very least he's probably going to give himself a map win, which I think he deserves. I think he's played a really good, solid ZvP so far. So getting a map win is a major positive. The mutas fly through. It's nice to see just ShoWTimE, like I say, being good because we just haven't seen much of him lately. It's a lot of Phoenix. How many mutas are we on? 28. It's a good number. And the game's not done until we, as ShoWTimE show that we can absolutely, deal with these mutas consistently. There has been scenarios in the past where you kind of, go up against those mutas and it just goes very wrong for you. You see the Zealots, they're going to come by. They're going to be able to get rid of a base. I mean, ShoWTimE's done a great job of that, making sure his units have been consistently able to deliver in that regard. We see the mutas actually going to get the Twilight Council. Oh my god, Blink is so close to being done. It looks like Blink actually will get a chance to finish here. So Blink will complete on a low HP Twilight Council. That's a big deal because we're playing with mutas. I mean, we don't have a lot of Stalkers right now, so it maybe could have been worse. That +3 attack upgrade is also on a super low HP Forge. That really should be a priority, but I think Reynor's just got other things on his mind than to pay attention to like the exactness of what he's doing with the mutas. Like, he's still trying to do things with the mutas because he's used to playing quickly, so he feels like he can. But clearly, I mean, in any other game, there's no way he doesn't dive in to finish off the Twilight. There's no way he doesn't finish off the Forge when he saw that they were both still upgrading, right? So I think he's just a little bit too caught up, a little bit too busy right now, and definitely feeling the pressure of the moment. Model Archon will just get through there, a little bit more damage done, looking away at this lair. Some Master Storm's coming through as we look to play cleanup. I mean, ShoWTimE is going to storm anything and everything that he can. These few Archons will be left. I mean, ShoWTimE is going to lose a lot in these next few moments, as the meters do get a lot of unit kills. Reynor is still not looking great, though, down to only 16 workers in this game, so his work count even is feeling extremely poor at this point. And yeah, all we have to really do is just deal with the mutas, which, yeah, okay, I mean, obviously that wasn't enough Archons before, but you gotta think there's enough anti-air here overall from ShoWTimE, right? Like, crazy to think that this might not be what we need it to be. Meters just flying through, a lot more damage being done. We're just 50 supply from Reynor, right? Like I say, it's really down to kind of these mutas just, you know, never die and just keep themselves going, but we're losing a few here, we're losing a few there, and that loss count is just really rising up and piling up, especially. Like, we're getting to a point where it is just very notable that we just are not getting enough out of all of this, so... You see the mutas turned around again, the Archons and everything else still gathering for a few more moments, settling over on that one. Zealots will take a few shots, just going to nibble up that hatch. And Phoenix on the way through. Phoenix will fly in, go after those Zealots. This hatchery is super low. Going to go down. It does look like it shall. Phoenix coming back over. It's just going to move around over there. And a couple drones coming up as well. And the NGG gets called. Reynor says he's had enough. And I think that's a very appropriate... call, because I don't think this is going very well for Reynor, and I don't think it was about to turn into his bottom right side. Our blue Zerg is going to be Reynor, and he loses a game to give ShoWTimE a map in the series. See what we can do from there. Alrighty then, ShoWTimE keeping the series alive, getting the win. Big one. Right there. Have you seen our hatch gas and pool coming about for a couple of moments here? We get that on the go. Again, excuse me, Cybercore Nexus coming about. Just gonna get that on the go initially. Just gonna see that Cybercore about to finish. Nexus coming about. A couple of drones will come over. Let's just have, again, the Overlord, the Queens, and the Lings. A little bit of everything building up right now. Link speed coming up, Stargate coming through. The Nexus coming by as well. Continue to get that underway. Lings, Proby, being chased about just for the moment. Stalker. Warp Gate coming about, our Stargate coming through as well. Get that all rolling through. The Adept is going to shade out to the bottom right side. Again, Zergling speed is about halfway done. A couple drones and lings building up. The hatchery on the way across as well. Queen's about to complete. Ling speed will be finishing soon. Again, drones in production. Lings on the way. The Adept and the Oracle building by. And that on the way through for the moment. Again, a couple Queens is going to shoot. The Adept will take some damage. Extra drones building through. The hatch and the spores. Going to be the next part of this anyway. We can just continue to bring that about. Oracle gets down to that bottom right-hand side. We're going to look to see what's going on here. Nothing too crazy though, just now. Queens will hit, and the Oracle will take a few shots of damage, so a few hits coming through. Bit of work being done. And the Nexus and the Warp Gate is still building by. 6 drones producing, 7 drones producing. Queen on the way over as well. So maybe seeing the Overlord going to be a part of that evolution chamber also coming through currently. Two Oracles turn back around again. Still got the Queens nearby. Lair and Rotron both building up. So getting those on the way out. Drones and Lings producing through. A lot of that coming by just for the moment. Twilight Council Forge and that Nexus. Going to be the choice from ShoWTimE, who will move out with the Adepts and look to put some pressure on with that over the next couple seconds here. So we get that moving along nicely as well. It's going to have a couple Oracles coming through. Put some pressure on it as well. That's just going to shoot, just going to be getting a bit more damage dealt. We are going to see a few drones going down. And we got 3 drones. The Adepts continue to take some hits right now. Just going to be seeing the +1, the blink coming through, the melee upgrade coming by. A lot of that's still coming through just at the moment here. The Oracles will come about. A couple spore shots onto the Oracles as well. Queens will take a few more hits. Firing up our connections right now. We've got 8 drones. It's a great opening from ShoWTimE. Lots of damage dealt. In the end, I mean, losing 8 workers is pretty expensive. Some archives and the gateways continue to build by. Just getting to the next step of this over the next few moments as well. So just bringing that about. Getting this all on the go currently. Now, Oracle's obviously still healthy as well, so having all those alive despite the damage dealt feels even better than everything else, so that part is awesome. Let's just say the Lings are going to take a chance to jump onto some rocks over there as well. And +1 and blink coming through, the extra gates coming up. Hydra's melee upgrade through spines, the Baneless, the hatcheries all coming about. The couple of extra Oracles just going to stasis ward as we put some pressure on with these Stalkers stepping through for the moment. Down to the bottom right-hand side. Putting some good pressure in. The Stalkers will jump onto this hatchery, put a bit more damage out. Again, the Zerglings want to try and run through. The Stalkers pull back. A couple stasis wards activating onto the Zerglings straight away. Have ourselves the +1 missiles, the Groove Spines coming over, the Lings all producing, the Baneling Nest about to be done. The Stalkers still poking through, a Hydra goes down. It's going to be one of the next points of this to comment on, is obviously we can't really lose too many Hydras here. Reynor's on the verge of losing his 4th face, so does he let this go, or does he give up a bunch of units trying to defend it? I don't know if he's going to be able to defend it even if he gave up a bunch of units right now is the problem. So I think he's kind of in a bit of a tricksy position no matter what here. Do not love where he is currently sitting, so does not feel like a great situation at all. Again, Robo facility coming about. That next is going to be a part of this as well, bringing that through too. +2 in the charge from ShoWTimE. He didn't get the 4th in the end, so the 4th actually lives. And that's going to be one of the main things for Reynor. Didn't actually give up too much else. ShoWTimE kind of felt as though it was time to give up on that attempt. Just about the point we were talking about it anyway. Stalkers, the Zealots, and the High Templar continue to come through. The Oracles will throw down Stasis Wards once more. We will have ourselves the Zerglings still producing by. Again, Hydra coming up. Overlorder on the way over. Knocking down a set of rocks over here too. Maybe seeing our rocks falling. Again, Zealot Stalker will come across. We will see the couple High Templars coming in as well. +2 attack on the way by. The gates coming up. And +1 missiles, Bane speed, and the Hydra speed. A little bit of everything coming through for the moment. A Ling Bane Hydra coming up. Upgrades all coming about. The Hydra's going to take a chance to jump onto some rocks on the left-hand side there. Those rocks will fall. The Ling Hydra breaks through. It's a lot of units, but we do have High Templars and we do have Storms, and they're going to be a big part of defending this. Actually, great first Storm. Gets a lot of damage done there. You don't always see it connecting just as well as that. As you're now going to be seeing the rest of this Stalker Archon force coming across, and the Banes are going to take that chance to roll forward here. Good Stasis Ward catches a few of them right from the get-go. A couple Storms trying to zone out wherever possible at the moment as well. Getting a few bits of storm damage on your own units, but kind of just a necessary evil at this point, it feels like. I think we're going to have ourselves a good solid defense here as the Hydra Ling still coming about now. So we've seen the rest of these Lings and the Hydras wanting to get through, jump on those High Templar in the next couple of moments if possible. Storm's still in place, and we do have Reynor really desperate to break into this position. He believes truly that he can get onto this right there. But quite say that that's been everything he wanted it to be just yet. I feel like he probably wanted to really get in. I mean, ShoWTimE just hangs on in there. Immortal and a few new High Templar coming up. Supply from ShoWTimE is not great, but the worker count is, and so there's always that potential to rebound in this moment from ShoWTimE. Don't know how much I really love him chasing down these individual kind of Lings and Hydras. That part does not feel as pretty. So yeah, that part doesn't feel anywhere near as good, but yeah, maybe we can make something of this over the next few moments still. We will see. Probe going to come drop down a gateway as well. Just going to bring that over to the sides. I'll just see the rest of the Zealots, the Archons, and everything else coming through as well. So again, we get that set up. Bring that online. Get that going. Just for the moment, again, Banes and the Hydras coming through. I'm just going to be seeing the Overlord speed coming up as well. Bring that by for now. Get that on the go. See where we can get to. I see a couple of Banes coming about. Just going to be seeing a bit more damage being done. A few more hits coming over. That's going to be having ourselves the Storm still doing their best to zone, but probably not enough overall. It's going to be seeing the High Templar coming back around that left side. The Archon's going to move through as well. The Zealot's also going to be moving into position right away here. Let's get those few Zerglings still coming about. Looking for a little bit more pressure, a little bit more damage. Ling's getting that wrap around. Zealot's going down. You do begin to see the fall off on all of this. More Archons morphing in. Lingbane Hydra coming through. Mortal Archon still coming up as well. Now, the Zealots get going into the bottom left-hand side again. Because we maintain that economy, ShoWTimE is able to replenish nicely, and his army supplies bounce right back here in this game. You see the Lingbane Hydra going to try and get over toward the Zealots. He's going to pick away at a couple of those. So the Zealots will go down. Again, 32 additional Zerglings coming up, make it 40 actually. Hydra coming in along as well. The Observer and the Shield upgrade coming through. The High Templar still building for the moment. So again, a lot of that going by right now. Reynor gets a huge attack to the upper right side. Just going to keep going with this Lingbane Hydra, but the main thing to note is there's no follow-up this time around. Like, there's no kind of like, oh, well, you know, I'm going to turn this into a... You know, I'm going to turn this into like Aspire and Mutas or whatever else. Like, there's none of that available. So it's a very different vibe to what we had previously. A couple Lings are going to get chased. Cannon shots going through. The Zealots are firing. The Banes are going to get by. It's going to be going straight through. A couple of Archons putting their work in. Putting some damage out. Another Storm coming down. Those Archons getting hit once again. Plus 2 Missiles, Lings, Hydras, all continuing through for the moment. The Lings and Hydras continue to get back onto the Zealots as well, so a bit more damage comes to those guys. You see our Infestation Pit is still building through. The rest of the Ling Hydra coming about. A few more drones going down. Again, love what we've been seeing in terms of ShoWTimE being able to continue applying pressure. I think that's a major positive in the grand scheme of things here. Being able to actually keep things just moving along so nicely at the moment has been awesome. On Immortal High Templar sitting there. I mean, this right side base goes down. ShoWTimE's army is right now showing the kind of power of someone that survived through a lot of things. And by surviving through, has ended up in this position now where he's feeling more and more comfortable. It's definitely getting to be a much nicer situation here over the last few moments. So yeah, big deal coming about from all of this. Good to see it. Another big round of Banelings. I mean, Reynor's still maxed out. He's going to try and get to the Hive and the Spy here, but it does just feel like the last few minutes have been very, very good on the side of ShoWTimE. Let's see if we can keep this going. Let's just have the Hydras, the Banes splitting apart once again. Lings coming about, Spy about halfway done. Capturing the Hive coming through. Plus 2 missiles still coming over. Banelings will just crash into the Archons. More hits coming by, so a little bit more being done already. Archon's still taking a whole bunch of shots, so a bit more damage going through, but the Storms are just great, and you can see Reynor's supply is not holding out. He does not have... He just doesn't have the extra tech needed to really fight against this much tech of the Protoss. Like, there's a point where the tech number, or the number of tech units from a Protoss player just become too much. We are absolutely at that point and beyond already. Is the reality of this situation, and that's what you're kind of seeing the repercussions of right now. That's why Reynor is struggling so much. Like, he committed in this game. He sent this for some aggression, and he just didn't do what he needed to get done. And, you know, without being able to do what he needed to get done, he ended up in a very rough spot. Because now we just have ourselves, the Ling's going to come across over there and try and be annoying. Those Storms were great as a starting point. And again, ShoWTimE doesn't need to push in immediately. Like, he can take a second or two here and there. Like I say, there's no rush about it. His position is good. And ShoWTimE is going to tie the series 2-2. Thank you for a bit of patience. Sort something out quickly as we get into it. In the top left-hand side, the blue Zerg player here is going to be Reynor. He takes on ShoWTimE. And the final map of this best of 5. Well, we got a banger in the end, didn't we? I said this might be the last game of the day, and then bam, look at this. Away we went. Alrighty, well, get this one moving, get this started out. See where we're gonna go. And it'll take a couple seconds, get up and running. Get this underway. Alright, let's see our pool coming about, getting this settled. And got ourselves the Overlord moving around a little bit as well. Let's take a few moments. That Overlord coming through. So we get settled in and get moving across. See what we can get done here next to Cybercore and the Assimilator, all coming about for a few moments. Get that all rolling on through. been a fun series. ShoWTimE definitely getting the defense together. The last couple of games has been a big part of this so far. It's going to be seeing a couple of queens, the ling speed all building about. And that Nexus coming by. The Stargate going to be part of this as well, so we bring that straight on through. Continue to get this rolling here. And yeah, a couple lings going to get in after that probe, so the probe going to take a bit of damage, get chased away for the moment. Pushed on out of there. So far, so good. And Stargate coming about, so we continue to bring that over for the moment. The Warp Gate and the Adept continue to come online as well. Adept just going to shade through for a couple of moments and again put a little bit of pressure on. As yeah, Ling's Queen, the Ling speed, a bit of everything continuing in for a moment. And yeah, Adept continues to move about. We're going to shoot, and Adept going to fire. I'm just going to be seeing how Ling's going to chase the Adepts around, just putting some damage out. The Queen going to still shoot, the Adept taking a few more shots. And again, that Ling speed will be finishing with a couple extra drones coming by. The Oracle will come through. The Gateway going to be a follow-up to that as well. And those couple of Adepts continue down to the bottom side of the map, so they're going to get down to the south, try and figure out a bit of what's going on here. Trying to see what's happening. You can see our gates coming about. You can see that Evo chamber coming about a second or two as well. It's going to be working on a nice fast upgrade. Wondering if we're going to see that melee coming through here from Reynor again. It's going to be seeing the Evo coming by. And yeah, it's going to have ourselves the Oracles. It's going to be overhead. The Stalker going to be pinging. And again, the Lings of Evo chamber with a couple of Overlords still coming by. And the Forge and the Twilight Council coming about as well. So we got all of that on the way through. Taking a couple moments, looking cozy at this current point, so yeah, looks pretty reasonable here. Plus a few Lings wanting to come around, just going to be putting some damage out. Drones will be going down, melee upgrade, Twilight Council all coming through. So again, a lot of that coming by at this point as well. You can see these Zerglings still coming about onto the Adepts, looking for a little bit of damage there as we do see the Adepts going down. So 5 workers killed a piece. Both players, again, this is a little bit chaotic in the early stages. Actually, very chaotic early on. Pretty busy first few moments of this game. Going to be seeing our Oracle going to get pushed down the other side, so we're just going to see that being made to move, and the Lings staying active on the map as well for the map control. Oracles will get back to the upper right side again, +1 blink both coming through. The gates and the Temple Archives coming down as well. Lab building, drones on the way, Zerglings, Queens continue to produce. The melee upgrade coming about also. The Temple Archives coming in, the Oracles still settling for the next few moments. Again, Temple Archives halfway done. Gateways in production already. A couple Stalkers coming by. And +1 on Blink all coming up as we speak so far. Still just going to be there. Ling's going to get chased about again. Hydoden's about halfway done. Lings and the Queen going down as well here currently. The Oracle activating. The Queen going to put some firepower back onto the Oracle. Just go back and forth for a few moments. Let me push about. Just going to see again the Storm and the +1 attack upgrade coming through for the moment, so we get that on the go. I mean, we have once again ShoWTimE setting up across the board here on 10,000 feet, and you got to imagine at this point he kind of wants to become mostly the defensive player. Yes, use the oracles to poke around. Yes, try and get a bit of, you know, aggression going here and there when you can. But for the most part, he wants to actually get in and, you know, just play that defense, right? Hold off, get to that stronger later game army. That's exactly what he's been seeing so much of success with, at least in the last little bit. Just going to be seeing that Oracle still activating, a few more drones going down, more shots coming through there. We will see the Spore Crawler coming about, drones, lings, hydras going through, missile upgrade coming over as well. So again, all of that coming by just for now. Very reasonable. Those Ling Hydra up to the top. Just going to be seeing the rest of the Zeltstalk High Templar Force gathering also. And again, +1 missiles, Baneling speed, Overlord speed. All of the things are on their way at the moment as the Infestation Pit comes by, the Evolution Chamber comes up. Bringing a lot of that through as the extra drones, the Overlords, and the Drop Lords as well. Will also be on the way in for the moment. Just going to see that Queen still going in after the Oracle for a couple seconds. Looking to put some damage in there. Oracle taking a few shots straight away. I see the Drop Lords are going to set up over here as well. I'm going to try and find a little extra. Those Drop Lords are actually going to be really fun. I mean, this might just be the kind of little bit of a change in pace that you need here as well from Reynor to see a bit more success against a ShoWTimE who has actually shown a lot of potency defensively, right? So may not be a crazy thing to... Yeah, it may not be a crazy thing to just take a couple moments and just try and actually get into some aggression of your own, but not going to work out for now. I like the idea. I like the you know, attempt to do it and just showing something that isn't just sitting back and doing nothing at all, I suppose. And Spire in the Hive coming about, so we take a couple moments, we get that on the go. Got a lot of this rolling here for the next few moments as well. A couple of Archons coming about as well. That cannon is also producing. All the pylons building by as the Hive will finish up momentarily. I just get across the prism, already taking a few shots of damage. We've seen the Adrenal Glands, Carapace, +2 melee coming through. Greater Spire, Ultra Cavern, Spores building up. Ourselves a... I mean, this prism is just dangerous and amongst all these bases, but it's also in danger because you know fine well it's not going to be long until some Hydras find it, and that is exactly what goes down. It felt inevitable, didn't it? Just felt like that. There was no way we were getting away with that. Not a shot. And it was very true. Zeld Archon still joins up, and we will move that Zeld Archon around for a little here. And that's on the way already. And just going to see the Storm coming down as well, bringing the rest of this over. Just going to have ourselves the Banes all coming up, Adrenal Glands, Carapace, +2 melee. And then a little bit of everything coming through right now as the Hydras will take the shot, get rid of a couple more of the Zealots over here already. Adrenal Glands about to finish. And it's just going to be seeing the +3 melee, +2 Carapace, Chitinous Player, and Greater Spire. Again, a little bit of everything coming through. Stargate finishing soon. The Robo Facility coming online. Nexus building as well. Just going to have the Hydra Bane heading to that bottom right-hand side. A couple of Storms coming down. Zerglin's taking some big connections. Oh, good Storm on that right side. Going to hit a lot of the Hydra Bane. We do protect this 5th base. Important, right? Because if you keep these bases online, you're going to be in a very comfortable position in the grand scheme of things. Rest of the Bane's still streaming through. We do lose one High Templar. We lose the Pylon. There's power in the stack. Defense. All those cannons go offline. A little awkward when you're left with the Archons kind of trying to defend there. It's not the most ideal of situations. Extra value coming down. Those Archons still getting absolutely just ripped to shreds at the moment. Not a good time to be an Archon. Like, and at this point, does Reynor just kind of smash through and win out? It just started to feel like it goes in that direction. The Mothership shows up over here to try and play some defense. We're going to recall here. We really want to save this base. The Stalkers show up. I'm not even sure if I love the Stalkers here that much because they're up against all these Lings. I mean, the Mothership should help out a lot with that. We are committing a lot to defending this, I think, is what this comes down to right now. So it's definitely becoming a factor. The Zealots and the Stalkers coming back around that right side. Kindness playing about to finish. +3 melee, +2 Carapace coming through. Ultras and Corruptors continuing to build by. And +3 melee, +2 carapace is going to be on the way with this. You got a couple of Tempests on the way out. The air weapons coming through as well. So a few different bits and pieces just going to be on the way to continue our adventure. I mean, with Ultras out as well, it's just going to be even more kind of headbutt and kind of throwing units at you potential. So that's going to be a major factor over the next little bit of time. You have to imagine the Ultras guy through. It's going to be seeing the Nexus going down. A couple of probes have fallen there as well. The rest of this army still gathering together. Tempest Immortals coming through. A couple of Storms coming down. The Ultras and the Corruptors taking shots there right off the bat. We are going to again just send it, and this Baneling's hitting this other mineral line. That's going to be mega damages. 18 probes go down. The Ultras are still going over here, chomping their way through whatever comes across their path. And a few Corruptors again, rid of the Tempest as well. This looks as though we're all wrapped up and done here. And it's just going to be seeing 22 dead probes. ShoWTimE is at 100 supply. And Reynor, while pushed back, is rebuilding and just getting ready to go again across his 6 base economy that is just looking absolutely solid for the moment. And that's actually just going to be GG right there. Just like that. Boom, boom, and a bang. Reynor 3, ShoWTimE 2. And that's going to round out